Good morning, Year 6. I promise you, parents, when we do that in assembly, it's a lot better than this. And me and Miss Waterman are really happy to be here today because whenever we have a celebration like this, it's been online for so long now that we forgot what some of your faces look like. So it's amazing that we get to be here today and to welcome you to the Year 6 ROSCARS. You are allowed to clap for yourselves as well, guys. Okay, before we get started, just to go over some of the house rules. Please be careful when you're taking photos that you're not publishing pictures of other children on social media. We're not expecting a fire drill. Though if one does happen, we'll just congregate outside the front of the school. Another thing that could happen possibly is a DHA inspection. We still get those very regularly. I will talk you through that if that was to be the case. Apart from that, we're here and we're ready. Waterman, what have you got to say?
Well, just that it's amazing that we can have something like this live and that our parents are able to join us and we're able to put this on for you guys. And also the ROSCARS is a real tradition that we have now at Regent, but every year it's getting better and better. And this year in particular, we are starting with something very special.
We certainly are. We've got our big musical, which is going to be very, very exciting. And, you know, I think every single year, the other thing that makes this special is, and I was speaking to a couple of parents this morning, makes me realise how old me and you are now. Because I remember when all of you came into this school, you were so young, you were so small, and now here you are about to embark on the next part of your adventure. And we're very, very proud of you. And I know we're going to have a fantastic day, a fantastic celebration, and I think we'll start it off with our musical.
So are you guys ready for your last ever day at primary school?
Well, unless they open the gate soon, it doesn't look like we're gonna have a last day. Is it really not 7:15 yet?
I feel like they always run late on a Friday. It's almost like the teachers don't even want to see us early on a Friday morning.
I wish they'd open the gate late on Monday mornings instead.
Why? What difference does it make?
Well, think about it. If we're late on Monday mornings, it means we'd arrive to class late on Mondays. We'd avoid all the chaos.
Ah, yes, our Monday morning routine. Chaos indeed.
But I love all that, the hustle, the bustle, the frantic toing and froing. It leaves you in no doubt that another school week has well and truly begun.
All right, this way.
Right, okay. It's a new week, which means a fresh start and a clean slate. Last Monday morning was just a blip, a one-off, and so was the one before that. I'm sure today will be different. Here it goes. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Year 6. Settle down, please.
Miss Palm, someone stole my swimming hat.
They're probably in lost property, like half of your other clothes. Now, Year 6, can I please have some quiet for the regis?
Shall I go and look?
Not now. Just wait until I'm done the regis.
Silly man, I've still got my jacket on.
Sit down until I'm done the register. Right. Simon Atkins. Simon Atkins. Where's Simon Atkins?
He's still in the corridor trying to untie his laces. Shall I fetch him?
Okay, yes, but quickly, please. Peter Brown. Where's Peter Brown?
You just sent him out to fetch Simon. Shall I fetch him for you?
No, nobody else is leaving this room. Simon, Peter, hurry up. Josephine Carter. Josephine Carter. Where's Josephine Carter?
Her sister's in year 3. Shall I go ask her where she is?
No.
Miss Palm, what about my shoes? Mom says if
Not now, Sarah.
You're here.
Yes, I can see that. Right, Sarah Gardner.
here.
Hannah Johnson.
Here.
Josh Josh Mackenzie. Josh Mackenzie. Where's Josh Mackenzie?
He's in the loop putting on hair gel.
Right. Well, everybody who's outside gelling their hair, putting on jewelry, swapping fidget toys, talking about the latest update on Minecraft, or doing anything else they shouldn't be, please come here now. Thank you. Settle down, please.
It's been so long.
Becky Parker. Here. Lee Patterson.
Here!
Ah! Oh my goodness me, you almost gave me a heart attack. Go and sit down.
But I've got money from my last library and permission slip for our trip.
Take that back to your place. We can sort that out later.
Okay.
Lucy Roberts.
Morning.
William Scott.
Here.
Laura Turner. Morning. And finally, Oliver Watson.
Good morning.
Okay, finally, that's done. Now, can anyone with their permission slip bring them over to me?
Excuse me, Miss Tom. Can I grab you for a moment? I'd like a quick word about Josephine.
Good morning, Miss Carter. Could you just give me 5 minutes?
It's her chest, you see. I'm convinced it's pneumonia, but the doctor says it's just a cold. But what does he know? Anyway, I'd rather she didn't do swimming today. I know it's not that cold in Dubai, but you can never be too careful. She's like me. I always had a dodgy chest as a girl. I nearly kept her off today, but I'm having my roots done at 10 o'clock. I'd asked my mother to look after her, but with her hip, she just can't manage. She's been trying to get insurance to approve a hip replacement for months now, but they're calling it elective. It's disgraceful. I called the complaints line, but they were useless. Well, aren't they all? My husband says...
Miss Carter, I am very sorry, but I really haven't the time to speak to you right now. Josephine can miss swimming, but I really must get on.
Well, okay then.
Right, where was I? Ah, yes, permission slips to me, please. And the rest of you, where are your permission slips?
In my bag, in my locker.
Go and fetch it quickly.
Miss Palm, all the other cuts are in hall for assembly.
Yes, I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, Foreman, order the line, please. Okay, who's first?
I've not got my slip.
So why are you standing here? Go and sit down. Now, William, why is it wet?
Sorry, my water bottle leaked in my bag.
Well, go and lay it out to dry. Lucy, quickly.
Miss, I need a Paris bomber for my squad t-shirt, but I only have 1,000 dirham notes. Do you think she have change? Now, my slip. I've got it somewhere. No, not that pocket.
Right, well, everyone just give me their permission slips and get yourselves to the hall now.
Bye, bye Miss Palm.
Bye, Miss Palm.
Okay, I've got about 20 minutes to sort all of this out, and then we'll be just about ready. Yes, Oliver, what is it now?
Everyone is waiting for you, Miss Palm.
Waiting for me. Why? Oh, no, it's not.
It's your turn to take assembly. I'll tell them you're on your way, shall I?
School bell rings as the new day is dawning. We're wide awake, but the teacher's still yawning.
When you think about it, they've got such a lot to sort out, even before lessons start. It's not surprising how the teachers sometimes get a little bit wound up.
My mom says never in a million years would she ever want to be a teacher.
Well, imagine what it would be like if they didn't get the help they do from their teaching assistants.
Yeah, and where would some of us be if we didn't have Miss Anna or Mrs. Colstra to go to for help when the teacher is busy?
Yeah, last week I had a serious tumble in the playground. I must have ended up with half a ton of gravel in my knees. Miss Anna was brilliant. She cleaned it up in no time.
And some of the things they have to sort out with the little ones, you know, those little accidents. Those ladies deserve a medal.
Definitely.
Today, we're going to learn how to find the area of a right-angled triangle. Does everyone have their device today?
I haven't.
Would you like me to fetch a printout?
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Colstra. Now, who can tell me how we find out the area of a regular four-sided shape?
You can count up the squares.
Well, that's what you would do in year 4. Who can tell me how we do it in year 6? Come on, think about the dimensional properties.
The what?
Think about the length and the width.
Oh yes, you multiply length by the width. I remember.
Well, yes, but it's obvious when someone tells you, isn't it? Miss Anna, we seem to be short of a few rulers for the practical activity.
Would you like me to fetch Jaxers?
If you wouldn't mind. Now, what calculation do we use to find the area of a right-angled triangle? Yes?
Multiply length by the width.
Aha, caught you out. Thank you, Miss Anna. No, the dimension properties of a right-angled triangle are dissimilar to those of its quadrilateral cousin. Why does the notion of length and width need refining when it comes to trigonometry?
What?
Why doesn't a triangle have length or width like a rectangle or square? Think about what the word tri means.
Oh, I know. A triangle only has 3 sides, so you can't multiply its length and width together to find the area. It wouldn't work.
Well, yes, but it's obvious when someone tells you, isn't it?
But she didn't.
Right, moving on. Please look at the board while I demonstrate how we calculate the area of a right-angled triangle. First, we measure the base of the triangle, then the perpendicular height to the point at which it meets the hypotenuse. By halving the base measurement and multiplying it by the perpendicular height, we can generate the area. Okay, any questions?
What's a hypotenuse?
The hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle is the side opposite the angle created by the base meeting the perpendicular side. It is, however, redundant in the calculation of the area.
What?
Oh, come on. Yes, what is it?
Could our class please borrow your oil pastels?
Would you like me to do that?
If you wouldn't mind, Miss Anna. Good. Now to continue. The hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle is really the bisection of an associated quadrilateral.
Please, I don't know what you mean.
Look, you multiply the base and the height. Then, what is it now?
Our teacher can make computer work. Can you please come and help?
Would you like me to?
No, Mrs. Kultra, it's okay, I'll go. Right, while I'm gone, you can complete the area problems on your sheets.
Okay, calm down. Come sit on the carpet. Let's sort it out. Right, what is the area of this shape? 80! Now look, I'm dividing the rectangle in half with a diagonal line. What have I made?
2 right-angled triangles.
You've got it. Now, oh, sorry, would you like...
No, Mrs. Kultra, it's okay, you carry on.
Oh, okay. Right, so if a rectangle with a width or base of 8 and length or height of 10 has an
area of 80, then
A right-angle triangle with a base of 8 and a height of 10 must have an area of 40.
Base times height divided by 2. Oh, yeah!
Excellent. Now, if you could all go back to your places and try to work out the areas of the triangles on your sheets. If there's any problem, just ask.
Yes, come in.
Sam in our class didn't make it to the toilet in the time. He needs water.
Would you like me to deal with that?
If you wouldn't mind, Miss Douglas.
I really don't think the school would be able to function without our TAs and LSPs and other support staff. I really hope they know how much we appreciate them.
We'll have to remember to say thank you before we leave.
Definitely. But we'll be doing PE today, with it being the last day.
I hope so. I've brought my kit. Well, that's a first. You normally forget it and have to find something from lost property.
My dad said that when he was at school, if you forgot your kit, they made you do PE in your vest and pants.
No way. They'd never do that. He's having you one.
Maybe, but if they did it nowadays, I bet you'd soon stop forgetting your kit.
I don't get why anyone would forget their kit in the first place. PE is my favorite lesson. It's the highlight of my week.
I do usually love it, but sometimes the weather is far from ideal.
Outdoor PE on a day like this, it's got to be 50 degrees today.
It's because the parents and teacher are having coffee in APH1. Sure, they could Starbucks for that.
Yeah, then we could have the hall like it says we're supposed to on the timetable.
And what possible benefit will we get from running around the field in weather like this? It's crazy.
I know. I don't understand why we should lose our hall time either. But the decision's been made.
Then why can't we just cancel PE for today? We'd have to be mad to go outside in these conditions.
Because it's the Bike Fitness Challenge this month. We have to show a commitment to the sport in order to participate. We can't be seen to cancel PE because of a little heat.
A little heat? Please don't make us go outside. What about our human rights?
Don't be so silly, human rights. Don't be so silly, human rights. I'll be there beside you. And if an oldie like me can tough it out, you youngsters should have no problem. Now go and line up by the wall. I'll be along in a moment.
Well, that's something, I suppose. At least he's joining us in this torture.
Yeah, that's what I admire about him. Always leading by example.
Yeah, and he's right. If he can cope with this at his age, we shouldn't have a problem.
Phew! You're right, children. It's rather sweaty, isn't it? Still, like I said, we're all in this together. Twice. Right, twice around the field. That should get you warmed up. Knees up, Jack! A bit of effort, Lily! I've forgotten how much I love a good cappuccino.
On the
teenagers. When it's really hot, we only have to be outside for 1 lesson. They have to be outside all day.
Very true. I've never thought of that before. No wonder they all have great tans.
This is ridiculous. The gate should be open by now.
I wonder if they've forgotten about us. I know you're four on a school trip today. Maybe they think we're all going. Or maybe the teacher on gating is on the trip.
No way, we've been on our trips. They won't think we're going on another trip already.
I loved our trip to Expo. It was so nice to get out of after nearly 2 years with no trips at all.
I know we missed school trips, but I don't think the teachers did.
Miss Anna, Miss Kostra, would you just do a quick head count for me while I check the schedule?
I make it 13, you?
17. Oh dear.
9 this time.
24. Oh my gosh.
Children, please stand still. Thank you. Now, good. All present and correct. Okay, we have a marvelous trip planned. Today's will be a fantastic day. We are very lucky to live in Divine Gets to visit Expo 2020.
Will there be arcade machines? Mom gave me 100 dirhams and didn't mention anything about bringing change back.
I've heard they got a giant ball pit. Will we get to go in it?
Honestly, we'll be exploring Expo, an amazing global exhibition, one which you may never get to attend again. All you can think about is games and ball pits.
Will there be a telly on the bus? Can we watch it?
What? No! Please try to get into the spirit of things. This trip has taken a lot of organizing and we won't be wasting time on things like the TV. Now the bus is here. Quick head count, please.
I make it 16, you?
21. Oh dear.
Children, please stand still. Thank you. Now, without any fuss, please take your seats on the bus.
Any nonsense! Any room! Come move yourself!
Back seat, back seat, back seat.
Can you open our packed lunches?
No, there's not such a good idea, is it? It's one of us to leave all sorts of unpleasantness.
Can we play on our iPads?
You should have bought your iPad. Plus, look at those things will give you travel sickness. Oh, which reminds me.
Ah, yes. Miss Kulstra has reminded me that those of you who get travel sick need to sit on a sheet of newspaper.
How on earth sitting on newspaper stop being travel sick?
I know, they must think we're born yesterday.
Are we ready then or what? I have all my jobs on today, you know?
I think we are. Okay, off we go.
Now look it. I'm telling you now. I'm not cleaning that up.
Come and sit down here. We're cleaning up and get there. It's not far now.
You see, that's what happens when you don't sit on newspaper.
Okay, everybody, we've arrived. Could you all get off the bus sensibly and quietly while I check our tickets? Miss Anna, Miss Kulstra, a quick head count, please.
I make it 27, you?
33. Oh dear.
Oh, for goodness sake. Children, please stand still. Thank you.
the teachers do get a little bit stressed out taking us to a school trip, they always enjoy it once we are there.
Very true. Miss Palmer's the first one in water in Brazil, and I heard Miss Child practically raced to the waterfall.
I'll tell you, there's one thing I'm certainly not gonna miss when we left primary school. Tests.
What are you talking about? We left 10 times as many tests when we get to the next place, and not just in maths and English.
What?
He's right. We had it easy up until now. GLs are nothing compared to what's in store. Wait until it's time to start GCSEs. Then we'll know what pressure really is.
I wouldn't say our GLs are nothing. It just depends on how you deal with them. Everybody has a different approach.
Right, you have 45 minutes. You may enter your access codes and begin.
Max, come on, Max. I didn't do this this morning. Oh no, I can't remember a thing. Except there's a class. It's in the paper, tucked up my sleeve, without the teacher spotting me. Good, he's turned around. Got it. Right. Let's see. Yes, I remember. First name? Yes, I remember too. And school? These questions are so easy. So first, let's see what's next.
If 5x plus 9 equals 24, what is the value of x? There must be easier questions than that.
Just how much stretch, nothing is easier. Just 5 over 3 on a square number. Let's see if I can put Simon on the back of the neck with this eraser. Oops, I hit the teacher. Quick, innocent expression. La 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 la. Look at the little squiggling away. Swans. I hate them. They think they're so clever. I was straighten my stationery, shorten my nose, straighten my stationery again. Oh, look at them all. I hate them. Right, I know. Papa's had about to study and has to go to the toilet. I'll get my notebook out of my bag and sit on the loop for 5 minutes running. No one will suspect a thing. Yes, 5 minutes should do it.
You have 5 minutes left.
Yes, I can. Oh, stop. Good. Okay. On to the next question.
Look at these sequence of numbers. Work out the pattern and write the next 4 numbers in the sequence. There's got to be one question in here that I can answer.
up, everyone. Please put your pens and pencils down now.
What? You're kidding. Well, playtime. I'm out of here.
other times to show off everything we have learned this year.
I suppose so. And hopefully they helped us prepare for the secondary school tests.
You know what's really annoying about this gate being open late? I could have an extra bowl of cereal instead of rushing here.
Well, I always made sure I've had plenty of breakfast, just in case I don't like what they have for school lunch.
What do you mean? School lunches have been brilliant ever since Jamie Oliver made such a fuss a few years ago. Apparently, before the program, the food was awful.
I agree. The food we get is really good. It's just all the other stuff that goes on, which is a real drag.
Like what? I've always had school packed lunches, so I don't really know what's happened to the school meals over the past few years.
Well, let me explain.
I've been working an 18-hour day just to keep up with this lot.
I was in at 6:30 to get those duck breath marinating. I'm exhausted.
And I've been chopping shallots and garlic since daybreak.
That's nothing. I was down at the docks at 4 o'clock this morning, queuing up for fresh shellfish.
I really don't know what was wrong with what we cooked before all these changes. It was tasty and filling, which is all kids want.
But now we can't serve burger and nuggets. No, it has to be a medium rare fillet of Aberdeen Angus. And what was so wrong with fish fingers? Now it's sea bass steamed with spring onion and ginger.
And it's no good anymore to open a can of mixed veg. Now it's granulated spinach, porcini mushrooms, and asparagus.
And puddings. I used to look up a great treacle, sponge, and custard. Okay, it was from a packet, but it tasted great. Now it's Woodford pasta. Here's toast and cashews with vanilla mascarpone. It's ridiculous.
Cranky, look at the time. They'll be here any minute. Quick, back to the kitchen. Come on, hurry.
Okay, ladies, I shall be working front of house today. Expect efficiency and friendly service from all of you. Madam Harris, if you would be so kind.
Dinner is served.
Would Monsieur like a beverage?
Yeah, go on then.
May I take your order?
Could I have the beefy take mushrooms or hummus or boys? Certainly, mademoiselle. The beef with shiitake mushrooms and hummus boys. I'll have the same. Monsieur, mademoiselle, I'll be back shortly.
Have you decided, Monsieur?
I think so. Could I please have the bouffe bourguignon? Certainly, the bouffe bourguignon. And for mademoiselle?
Nothing to do, thank you. I'm fat lunches. I'm not standing please.
I shall do this. I am sorry, mademoiselle, but this is a high-class establishment. We do not allow homemade sandwiches here. I must ask you to leave immediately. Arrête! Excusez-moi. Haven't you forgotten something?
Thank you. Monsieur,
In this establishment, wearing one's napkin and one's collar is considered common.
But I do it at home and at KFC.
With respect, Monsieur, this is hardly KFC.
Excuse me, my steak is really rare. I've had it chicken is very well cooked. But I'll possibly have another one instead. Well-cooked steak? Chef would never hear of it. A steak must lose juices and blood, and to ask for it to be cooked any other way is an insult to this establishment and all who work in it. So no, monsieur, you may not have another one instead. Excuse me, would it be possible to have some tomato ketchup, please?
And me too. I'd like ketchup, please.
What?
What? You dare to ask for ketchup? We slave away to provide you lot with the best eating experience you can ever imagine. We create delicate balances of flavor using the freshest ingredients we can lay our hands on. And you ask for ketchup?
We try to turn you fast food lovers into sophisticated diners. And what do? You put napkins down your collars, you bring your own sandwiches, and you can't pronounce anything on the menu. It's disgraceful. Just leave, all of you.
What about pudding?
Out!
What about all this food?
Waste not, want not. Cheers! Hey, Sandra, be a love. Go and fetch the ketchup.
Fetch a
feel a bit like that when we pick our lunch option. Not as simple as nuggets and chips anymore. A lot tastier, though.
I don't know who Jamie Oliver is, but if he's the reason we don't have to eat concrete chips and whatever semolina is, then I guess we should thank him.
I guess I'll have to live without the knowledge of what a turkey Twizzler tastes like.
Rachel, how come your little brother isn't with you today?
Oh, he just coughed once in the night, so Mom is keeping him off. He knows how to wind her around his little finger. There's nothing wrong with him.
They're all the same, these Key Stage 1 kids. They know they're precious, so they play on it for an easy ride. They get away with all sorts of things by just being cute.
You can say that again. I reckon they're all evil geniuses who are playing the rest of us for fools. They're exactly the same at school.
Mommy, there's Katie. Can I please go play with her?
Daddy, is Jack with his mommy?
They grow up so fast, don't they? She's already using cutlery. Tell me about it. He's into everything. Gone are the days when we had been satisfied with an old Peppa Pig. But they're so sweet and sage, aren't they? And so innocent.
I read a fascinating article in the College Times yesterday about the metaverse and how it could affect business in the UAE. I tell you, it was a fascinating article, very thought-provoking.
Yes, I'm familiar with the piece. I only managed to read a bit of it last night before I had to hide it under my mattress. My mother came up to switch off my tank engine lamp.
Thomas the Tank Engine? That's near as bad as Winnie the Pooh, whose images alone all my bedroom furniture. It's sort of meaning. Oh, quick, we're coming.
Come on, let Daddy take your jacket off. And Mummy help us all sponsor too.
You know, I find this changing of shoes somewhat tiresome.
Regulations are regulations. Where will society be without them?
There we are, Munchkin, all ready for school.
Thank you, Mommy. Will you please bring my bag and coat and shoes inside? They're way too heavy for me.
Of course, Munchkin. There you are, Tiger. You're ready too.
Please will you come in with me and tell my teacher that I'm not feeling well? I need to stay inside at playtime.
Of course, I will. Come on.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Dalglish. Good morning, everyone.
Now, up until playtime, the blue group will be working with me, doing some writing, while Mrs. Coolstraw will take the yellow group to do some reading. Please can we all move into our group straight away?
It's reading for us, and I wonder what literacy masterpiece we have in store.
Perhaps a surrealistic subplot of Elmer the Elephant. I can't wait.
Or the thematic dress-up editions of the varying caterpillar. Oh, joy.
Come along, you three. We have lots to get through.
Sorry, Miss Coolstraw.
Okay, blue group. Today we'll be writing sentences about what we like to do in our spare time. What do you like to do?
I like to ride my bike outside in the park.
Lovely. And how about you?
I like to play with my Lego in my bedroom.
Lovely. And you?
I play with my puppy in the garden. It's great fun.
Lovely. Now, with your pencils in your neatest writing, I'd like you all to write down what you've just told me, and then you can draw a picture to go with it.
That's a complete fabrication. I find riding my bike so tedious. I prefer driving my car. I sneak it out for a spin at night when my parents are asleep.
And in actual fact, I detest Lego. I find the overabundance of right angles and prime colors detrimental to creativity.
What are you two chatting about?
We forgot what to write. Will you write it and then we can copy it?
What? Again? You always do this. Okay, but it's the last time. Tomorrow, you try it on your own. Pass me your books.
Okay, let's try again from page 1.
Date? I can't read it.
Never mind, dear. Katie, you have a go. I can't read it. Not to worry. Jack, you have a go.
I can't read it.
Right, it just isn't working. Miss Daglish, may I have a word?
Yes, one moment, Mrs. Pilcher. Just put your pencils down. Don't do any more. I'll be back in a second.
How's it going with you? Mine are really struggling.
Mine too. You'd think after 3 terms they'd be showing some progress. So, what do you say? The usual?
Might as well. Okay, children, who would like to play in this entree?
Foundation stage, the good old days. I wonder if we'll think that about Key Stage 2 once we get to Key Stage 3 and 4.
Surely not. School can't get more challenging than Year 6, can it?
So, do you reckon we'll be able to watch films today? You know, in between playing buckets and eating snacks.
I hope so. I thought of a couple cool film ideas just in case.
Not those ones we watched around yours the other night. The teacher will never let you put those on.
Oh, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. Anyway, all the adults will be far too busy to worry about what we're watching. I wouldn't be too sure, you know. They have to be very careful these days that what they show doesn't cause us any distress or leads us to behave inappropriately.
Well, that's all the interesting stuff out the window then.
Okay, everybody, as it's the last day, I've got a lot to organize, so if you're sensible, you can amuse yourselves this morning.
Can I put a film on board?
I suppose so. Here, I'll put Netflix on. You can choose a film. Be sensible. I'll be taking down these displays if you need me.
Oh yeah, go on. Put an Alibaba. My tips is classic. There's 55 catches in the first minute.
Brilliant!
Okay, here goes. First, sit comfortably.
Wow, he got blasted right through the window.
Cool. Oh, the alien tore his guts out. Look at all the gore.
Awesome!
Did you see that? How is she still alive?
Not anymore, she's not.
Wicked! Oh my goodness, turn it off this instant. What on earth are you watching? Where do you get this rubbish from?
My brother suggested it, but it's not rubbish. It's amazing. You just missed the bit where...
Yes, thank you. I cannot let you watch that sort of thing in school. The language and the violence is intolerable. Now, where did I put that? Ah, yes. Right, if you're going to watch a TV, at least it can be educational. I borrowed this from Miss Gowdy in Year 5 and she tells me it's superb. It's called Shakespeare in Pieces. Selected scenes from the wonderful plays of William Shakespeare. You can watch it quietly while I carry on.
While this bond is full fay and lawfully by this, shall contain his pound of flesh to be, by him, cut from nearest to match his heart.
Cool! No, Shylock shall be my flesh, blood, bones, and all. Ere thou shalt lose for me one drop of blood.
Wicked!
Now with my blade to get the pound of flesh from this bankrupt.
Go on, do it, do it!
Hail, King, Sodor, Macbeth is dead. Behold where he stood, the usurper's head.
Did he just cut his head? Awesome!
Actually, children, it's nearly playtime, so I'll just stop the...
No, leave it! Look, here comes some more!
Yield, cur, for I will fetch the rim out of your throats.
Brilliant!
Is it impossible to escape the force of your arm?
By enemy's hand and murderer's axe, unless you give me the crowns, dismembered shalt thou be by this sword.
I have nothing!
Then you are slain.
Awesome!
Right, sorry, children.
But what are you doing, miss?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm putting alien bloodbath back on.
It's a bit rich of teachers to say we can watch gory films and then teach us about the Greeks, Romans, World War, and Shakespeare. And those stuff isn't even all fictional.
Look, I can see them coming to open the gate.
Well, about time too. How long has it been? We're bound to be late now, and on our last day.
I don't know what you're complaining for.
I wish they hadn't come at all.
Yeah, me too. I'd much rather.
No, Ali, not for the same reason as you. It's just that if the school bus hadn't picked us up, we wouldn't have a last day. I suppose with all this weird and wonderful people we've met and unbelievable things we've done, I don't want to leave. I don't want to have a last day of school.
I know how you feel. It only seems like yesterday we started school, and I can't believe it's already time to move on.
I know, but we can't stand still, guys. There's a big and exciting world out there, and we need to go and grab it with both hands.
I guess you're right. We do have an exciting next few years ahead of us. Who knows what's going to happen? But I'll never forget our little school. It's always been like a friend to us, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Well, you can't say goodbye properly from outside the school. So come on, you big softy. Let's go in and have a fantastic last day of school.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Then let's go.
Another summertime has come, those endless days just filled with fun, and yet this summertime will be a little different for me. The wind is brightly shining, lights are beckoning. Right here, right now, it'll always be special to me. And so it's goodbye, my friend. It's not the end. How could it be when we've got such memories to set us free? When we find being grown up isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Here's where I learned to use a pen and count in multiples of 10. Here's where I learned to board and land and how to swim without armbands. The opportunity is knocking at my door. Right here, right now, will always be special to me. And so it's goodbye, my friend. It's not the end. How could it be when we've got such memories to set us free? When we find being grown up isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And who knows when we're old and gray, we'll raise a glass to yesterday. We'll talk of characters long gone and
Wow, what an amazing hour or so. Can we give them a big round of applause, please, everyone? I've said several times, and good morning, I'm sorry I wasn't here right at the beginning, but what talented students we have. And today is about celebration, and you've made an amazing start to what's going to be a fantastic day of celebration for the end of your primary school, but ultimately, excitingly going into, like you just said, goodbye, but it's not the end. And I'm really, that last song to me actually was, apart from the abridged Shakespeare death scenes, which I loved actually, it was quite nice seeing that, it is not the end. And I think so much of us, and I know parents, you'll be thinking this, you know, next year, the majority of you are remaining with us here going into the secondary school, excitingly in terms of where we are heading at Regent here. But part of that is because of what we represent here. And the fact is that this is an extension to your family. Okay, every day you come here, and there's been so much energy, enthusiasm. It's been such a challenging year for all of us across the world, across Dubai. Okay, but in terms of what your children have achieved this year has been just outstanding and beyond. Not just what you've just seen today, but you know, you'll see the reports that will be coming out next week, but also just academically, the progress they've made has been outstanding. And that's been down to you guys, your resilience, your motivation, and also your support for each other when times haven't been so great. So congratulations. I know I'm going to speak to you later on today in terms of the graduation side of things, but can we give them another round of applause, because they've done a fantastic year. And I wanted to thank yourselves, your parents as well. It's actually great actually to be able to see you physically in person in school, okay? Because this has been one of the challenges we've had this year, and hopefully again next year you'll be able to go to classrooms and it'll a little bit be more open up. But thank you for your support this year and your continued support for the school. But there's obviously a set of people that are behind all of this, I know you were looking at your children, okay, but if you turned around at all, you would have seen lots of dancing and playing around at the back, screens going up. So there's some very special people behind us there on the decks. We've got Mr. Cahill, Miss Palm, Miss Child, Miss Daglish, basically your teachers, guys, who have done an amazing job this year. So thank you so much, guys, for everything you've done for these Year 6s. Because without them, your children academically, but also the opportunities they've had to produce what they've done today, in amongst all of the end-of-term chaos and all that's been going on, I'm very fortunate as the leader of this school to have a fantastic Year 6 team, as I have across the whole school. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Cahill. So that just leaves me to say, I know there's some exciting things going on the rest of the day for your children. Thank you for giving up your time to come in this morning. We look forward to, and I wish you a very pleasant and safe summer holiday coming up. But we look forward to welcoming you back to Regent on the 30th of August for the next academic year. Thank you, everybody. Keep safe. Enjoy the rest of the day.